Now that's a sight for sore eyes. Good morning, everybody. I'm here. We're still alive. I think I'm just having a little YouTube burnout and got a lot on my mind. Been taking the last 2 weeks to do a lot of thinking and a lot of thinking, a lot of sinking into the brain up here. This last camping trip made me realize that I'm a lot sicker than I think I am. And that's been difficult to deal with. It's one thing when when I think I'm struggling and I'm losing my voice. Everybody is sick down here, by the way. A viral stomach flu has hit Florida really bad. My friend's been very sick. I mean, sick for days. I was waking up throwing up in the morning a few mornings and nauseous, and I couldn't eat. She woke up. Her other granddaughter is very sick. She works in a restaurant facility in food management, and 4 or 5 of the girls who work with her called in sick. She's just catching up to the rest of us now. I think more of my problem is here because I didn't get all of what they got, and we were separated for about 3 days when they got sick. So if you notice in the video, there was a lot of space between the cars. And I made sure that the wind was coming through my van past hers instead of the other way around as we sat. She goes, "Don't get in the wind." I said, "Oh yeah, the germs, I forgot." So we shuffled our cars around and I stayed upwind, well, downwind, whatever you want to call it, upwind. The wind went that way. Excuse me, that way. So, taking all precautions, got a little note from the doctor's office. I called back and they wanted me to be careful because there's a viral bronchitis going around that seems to be hitting the Midwest. There are a lot of sick van lifers I've seen, and that's spreading around quickly. So between the viral bronchitis, this stomach flu, and then you got that RSV, the lung thing, everything's going around, and he just told me that a lot of birds up in New York tested positive for the bird flu again. So they're being infested with bird flu. In about 3 weeks, a whole load of northerners are going to be coming down. So the doctor wanted to give me a heads up that with the migration of people will come the migration of the bird flu, probably in about 4 weeks, on top of what we already have here. That doesn't seem to be going away. Then it's going to get nasty because Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are going to be, are you ready for this? 95 degrees. Yes, 95 degrees. Overnight, we were freezing. It was just 40, what was it, 44 last night here. Little chilly, just a little bit. Just a little bit. So, trying to embrace the cold. I'm still in my tank top and it's freezing. Let me tell you, it's freezing. Look at all the blankets I got bunched up from last night. I had on this. I had on that. I was under this. We had all the blankets going last night. Dookie was freezing. He's trying to look at, he's thawing out in the window up front. Can you see that little face? He's taking a nap. He's getting a suntan. You getting a suntan in your new little thing? We bought him a new little flak jacket. He loves those things. I can't believe these dogs really like wearing these clothes. I take it off, he gets pissed. He gets pissed. So I leave it loose so it's not tight on his little ribs, while he's sleeping. But he does not like having it off. He does not like having it off. He gets very angry. So today, I had to find a spot. I'm also having a hard time, very breathless, and we can get into that later, but that's all because of the heart. The heart's giving me a lot of issues. I went on and watched the videos he wanted me to watch, which are the ones, the medical school videos and the lectures about heart failure and stuff like that. I have little tears in my heart. About 3 years ago, I had about a 1/4-inch sac of fluid surrounding my heart. Yes, congestive heart failure. That's from the little tears in the heart. Okay, fluids leaking out and gathering around the sac of the heart, which also makes it hard for your heart to beat when it's surrounded by water, not letting it expand. So I didn't think I'd be here this fast, but I did. I thought a lot of other things would have happened first. The kidneys and the liver. I really thought the breast cancer would have got me sooner. But the one thing, this is the one thing I didn't want to happen, and it's the one way I've been hoping not to die, but it doesn't look that way. Because I know it's gonna hurt like hell. I've been in pain my whole life. I just wanted, an easy way out, if that was at all possible. But it's not looking good. And eventually we'll get around to see if I can find another heart doctor. If not, I have to go back to the same moron who missed it the first time and then tried to save his own ass by letting me know I have a serious heart condition. Yeah, okay. Learn how to read an x-ray. So those are going to be my choices. I know they are. I got a lot of phone calls to make this week. And on top of that, because I had all this going on in my mind, and she's leaving too at the end of the month. She has family back where we were. That place is kind of Tornado Alley, which I didn't understand. And like 15 minutes from where we were, got demolished. And I don't think it's worth plugging into electricity up there. That's the problem. That's why it's so cheap, because it's in the middle of destruction zones. But we'll get into that later tonight. Babbling, I should have just made this a quickie. But I wanted to let you know what's been on my mind, and I haven't put up in a video. There he is. Digging in a few days. And I'm sorry about that. I keep going to start the video, and part of me doesn't even want to do this anymore. And I do, and I don't. You know what I mean? And I just needed a little break. And I will see you guys this afternoon. I keep forgetting that you guys are all mostly out of my time zone. So I think what we'll do is, instead of 4 p.m., let's do it at 5 p.m. because it'll probably be more like 3 or 4 o'clock. If not, my 4 o'clock will be your like 2 or 3. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at anywhere from an hour to a 2-hour difference on the time zone for most of you. So we're gonna, you see, we're gonna upgrade that to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I gotta find a place to do this, which is probably gonna end up being Walgreens, because there's a lot of too much blueberry celebrating going on around here. The parks are mobbed. They are mobbed. There's just flea markets and vendors, and everybody's getting ready for the summer crowd. But yeah, the other thing that I screwed up on in the middle of all of this, I keep getting that crazy, I get a hiccup. It's the COPD, where you go to breathe out and you end up breathing in. Your lungs just start sucking in while you're trying to breathe out at the same time. It's kind of a freaky thing. It's like one lung is breathing in and the other lung is breathing out. It's a very strange experience. Right now we're charging everything to death. And what happened was, I kept trying to get ready for April. And in between all of this was the trip, and I got confused and I screwed up and I forgot why I was putting away all this little bit of extra money that I just spent. And when I realized why I didn't check the balance at the beginning of the month. I just swiped my card on the day I got paid and everything was working. I said, all right, money's in. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing. When I went to check the balance the other day, about 2 days ago, I said, why am I missing like $300? And I forgot. It's April. April, May, and June, I lose $250 out of my check in order to offset the cost of 5 million. I got one of these. Now I got it. Oh. Hold the phone. Now we got new ones. We got purple ones. We got red and white ones. I got another one that's blue and pink. I got my 3 months of these guys, and I got a second bottle of nitro. I have 2 of the itty bitty bottles, which are the quick acting. But they didn't fill. For some reason, Walgreens filled the small emergency nitro, but not the 24-hour long acting. They always screw it up. They screw it up every single time. Hey, hey, hey. So normally I get everything done before April. But that's why my money fluctuates for the 3 months, is so I don't have to pay for anything, and everything that I have done is so expensive, and it also pays for a, $4,500 consultation that, some guy got faxed my report and read it and said, yeah, that's right, and gets like $5,000. They will do this up to 4 times per injury. You know what I mean? Like, they'll pay for 3 consultations on the breast, 3 consultations on the liver. You get it? Up to 3 on each. And that gets very expensive. It could be over $40,000, depending on what doctor we ask for their opinion on. Besides, some of the blood tests are almost $2,000. I don't get normal blood tests. These blood tests take forever, and they have to go to a specialized lab, which costs a lot of money, and sometimes we're on a stat order, which costs even more, because now you're bumping other people out of the way to put mine in first. So I made concessions. I said 3 months out of the year is not bad, but this is like the 4th time I've forgotten in the last few years. I forgot about it last year, but as you remember, I was moving out of my house on April Fool's Day, and I forgot again this year. So we'll be good. We'll be good. He'll be fine. Right? You'll be fine. A lot of the places now give out, there's so many now, the food pantries and stuff, they actually carry mostly dog food. Cats are screwed. That's why they give you so much tuna fish and canned chicken. That's for the cats. So he's been doing good on his diets. He's nice and healthy, doing his little good poopies and doing good pee. I'm monitoring him, and he weighs a ton. He is packing on the pounds, so he's probably gonna get a little bit bigger. She was telling me, because his father's as big as her other dog, so eventually he may in this next year grow to be that large. So we're figuring out what to do with the big Duke. The big Dookie. What you doing, Dookie dog? Dookie dog. Dookie dogs. Said, I'm busy chewing my feet. What are you doing down there? What are you chewing on? What do you got? 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 Okay, this is gonna take forever to get up. I'm just babbling. So yeah, that's where my brain is at. Nowhere. So I will see you around 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I figure that'll be good. I'm trying to get this charged up because I didn't get a lot of charge yesterday. I was sitting with her in the shade. Neither one of us was feeling well. So I got as much power as I could. And then we got very busy. We're still very busy up there in the air. We got a lot going on. But the ground patrol has since left this morning. It kind of looks back to normal. But we were looking like we were on alert. Especially so close to the military base. So the fur was flying last night, if you can figure out why. So yeah, I could not do the live stream last night with 5 cop cars like in the area just sitting there, and then they were taking turns, and one would leave, another one would take its place. They were running, food runs, bathroom breaks. But yeah, they were in the area. There's also a large Jewish population in the area, so I'm pretty sure that's why they were here. It seems to coincide with what's going on way on the other side of the world. So yeah, I could not do that. I did not want to risk turning on all the lights inside the van last night. And I think the afternoons will be a little better for me. I'm having a hard time staying up after being up from 6 in the morning. By the time we get off at midnight, I'm exhausted. So I think I'm going to have to change this to afternooners. And that's what we're doing today. So let me try and get this up. I'll see everybody a little bit later this afternoon. And that's it. So while Dookie's chewing his blankie apart. You're chewing your blankie. I think, and the hot dog is in there too somewhere. I'm not sure. So we'll see you this afternoon for Nathan's Chili Dogs Salsa Verde. And I was gonna look and see if I could grab some sauerkraut. I gotta do some shopping too. But I might wait. I'll see you guys this afternoon, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're going live from the parking lot. Okay? Live from the parking lot down south. Love you guys. See you guys later. 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I will be there, I promise. Starlinks and SpaceX be damned. We'll try to get on. I'll see you later. Bye.